was just a facade. It was just leading me somewhere, thinking I was thinking that me following that direction was gonna put me in a better situation, but it really just put me in a worse situation.
All right, so like, just go ahead and introduce yourself, and just tell me about like where you grew up and the story.
Just my bio.
Yeah,
You ready?
yeah.
My name is Lomarr Michael Hayes. I was born in San Francisco. Um, I was raised in Oakland, California. I'm the oldest of 5 or 6. Uh, what my life was as a child was not typical to others. It was somewhat difficult, but it was manageable. What's another question?
What was your childhood like?
My childhood life was like I had to grow up fast. I was doing things that people my age at the time wouldn't have. I had too much responsibility. I had too much. That's a hard question right there. I had a lot going on at a young age, and just trying to navigate myself through life the best way I could. Uh, my father was absent. Um, I, my stepfather was doing the best way he knew how, and might not have been the best way, but it taught me a lot on how to behave now, and just watching his mistakes, it helps me not make that mistake again.
What kind of things did you enjoy as a kid?
And what I enjoyed uh, as a kid, I liked to play Yu-Gi-Oh cards and trade Pokemon cards, and had a little candy store going with cinnamon toothpicks, and uh, I like the outside world. Me and my second oldest brother, we used to get real physical in the community, and that was the highlight of my day sometimes, because that was the only thing going, which I was taking a win, because I took a lot of L's growing up.
What moves do you think changed the course of your life?
When I reached out for help and tried to change my environment, and and I thought what I was doing or where I was at in life was unfit, and I tried to put myself in a better setting, and it turned out it was worse than the environment that I was trying to escape.
What was that environment like?
It was hostile, abusive, neglect. It was a lot of things that I felt that as a child I shouldn't have to go through, but when I reached out for help to try to get a better upbringing, everything doubled, nothing subtracted.
So how did you end up doing what you're doing now?
With a lot of failed attempts, a lot of bloodshed, a lot of tears, a lot of bad decisions, a lot of time to myself to just think about what I would do different if I was given the opportunity.
So what kind of failures are you speaking about?
Um, Prison, jail, rehabs, hospitals, um, waking up on stretchers. Um, I've been stabbed. I've been beat down. I didn't even I didn't try to commit suicide a few times and it was failed. So I figured if God wanted me, he would have already took me. So it's a reason I'm still here.
Were there people or systems that supported you or failed you along the way?
See, it's a lot of systems or supporters, people I felt like was trying to put me in a better state of mind and in a better state, but it turns out that it was just a facade. It was just it was just leading me somewhere thinking I was thinking that me following that direction was gonna put me in a better situation, but it really just put me in a worse situation.
How often do those situations come along?
Now or then?
Both.
Um, then it constantly came about, but it was. I'm gonna stop trying to put the blame on other people's because since I've got older, I've learned to take accountability for my actions, and I figured that when I was young, I was probably it wasn't probably I was wild and adventurous and thrill seeking, and I was trying to be. I wasn't trying to fit in. I was trying to stand out.
So describe a time where you felt like you lost your way.
And it can be present or past. Um, I was talking to my second oldest brother about an incident that happened in the past, and I asked him out of all the stuff that we went through growing up, what made you want to stay? And he told me he wanted to make sure his brothers made it out, and that made me feel some type of way because at such a young age, how could you how could you think like that? Think about the welfare of the minors of your brothers when you're in a critical situation. But ask me a question again.
Can you describe a time when you felt like you lost your way?
Okay. All right. So in 2022, I was released from prison, and I had a year to think about what I was going to do and not do when I was released. And within the first couple of weeks out, I got a job and started accumulating the income, and I lost focus of what I was intending to do and found myself back in the same situation,
And what situation was that?
incarceration,
For how long?
just for 45 days.
What did you do during that time?
I came into acceptance and moved out of denial and made the decision to do better.
So looking back, what would you say was the biggest turning point?
Saying no, being able to say no.
How did,
Saying
how did that make you feel at the time?
it made me feel shitty. It made me emotional, but in the end, it was beneficial and it helped me
How did it help you?
because I haven't been incarcerated or in handcuffs going on 4 years. I have my own income. I have my own transportation. I have my own housing. I have my own. And in the past, I didn't have none of that. And most of all, I have a peace of mind.
So what were you thinking about during the time you accomplished all this?
I was thinking about the past and not going backwards,
Going backwards how?
slipping back into old people, places, and things that can trap me and take away everything that I've worked to have.
What do you miss most about the past?
I miss waking up under the blanket next to all my brothers, watching Looney Tunes and Digimon and eating cereal with no milk. I miss,
What are they now?
I miss, I miss, I miss me and my brother Eddie standing in the window in diapers looking out the blinds for a punishment. Even though that's cruel, it's something I just can't forget.
Do you fear anything now?
I fear encountering someone that doesn't have a care about life and putting mine in danger. My freedom.
Have you ever felt misunderstood?
All the time.
Give me an example.
I've had to walk past people that I knew and act like I didn't see them. I had to avoid conversations when I know that it can become something hostile. That's all.
What would you want people to know about you?
That that nothing was given to me. I had to work for everything I have.
So what's a typical day like for you now?
Um, Wake up in the morning, make a cup of coffee, make some breakfast, either head to work or head back to bed.
And this is every day now?
Yes,
Is that where you feel the safest?
yes.
So what do you depend on to get through the day?
I depend on. Well, first I pray that God allow me to open my eyes, because that's the only way I can start my day. Is if He wake me up in the morning.
You ever felt like you weren't gonna wake up one day?
Yes. It was times I didn't want to wake up the next day. It was times where I was just very disappointed in myself, very tired of doing the same thing over and over, expecting something different as an outcome.
So what's been the hardest thing to deal with lately?
Holding my tongue, trying to keep from being brutally honest, because I know that everyone around me, some people particularly, um, wouldn't be able to handle what I got to say.
Why is that?
Because they might be offended or feel like I'm trying to attack them, or. But again, it's just me. It's just me overthinking things.
So how do you see yourself now?
I see myself as an honest man, a dog owner, soon to be married, hardworking man. Get up every day to go to work, and always trying to stay in touch with those that want to be touched. Not touched as in like physical, just verbal or you know. They ain't come out right.
Is that what you're most proud of?
Yes, yes. What I'm most proud of is the relationship that I have now with my family. I would say friends, but I really don't have many because they're still stuck on the old me, and I didn't reform to someone different, someone positive, someone that's trying to get everything he can out of life.
So with those people and people that watch this, what do you want them to understand about you?
That just because you grew up in a bad neighborhood, just because you didn't have role model parents, just because you always felt like you were left out, or you thought to yourself that you wasn't enough, or maybe you felt like you were enough, but you just wasn't given the right tools to make do with what to earn your place in the world. Just to never give up and stay prayed up, and anything is possible.
So with something like that, how would you describe your identity then?
Um, a black male, African American. Um, you, that's my identity. You mean are you speaking about like my character, or are you speaking? Hmm? I'm trustworthy, reliable, responsible, and I try to be all the things so I can request the same in return. Because I'm tired of going out on a limb for people that won't do the same for me. So I feel like that respect is earned, not given.
So with everything you've been through, you got a belief system or a value that matters deeply to you?
I wouldn't tell you to do nothing I wouldn't do.
Is that your value?
Yes. Because I grew up around people that build you up, gas you up, and crash you out. So I try to refrain from that. I wouldn't tell you to do nothing I wouldn't do.
Has that always been the situation?
No, I was the crash out. You can definitely gas me up and I'm finna lash out, but not no more.
So with all that, what do you wish for your future?
That I'm still in the same mindset now in the future.
If you could change one thing in your life, what would it be?
You know, I wouldn't want to change anything because I believe everything that I've been through is what made me who I am today.
Who are you today?
Lomarr Hayes, recovering addict, soon to be off parole, um, um, honest, get it 9 to 5, no longer nothing illegal. Just someone can look up to, a mentor, a big brother, a positive role model.
So what can we expect from you in the next 5 years or longer?
Um, Honestly, I haven't even thought out that long because you know tomorrow isn't promised, but I pray to just keep doing what I'm doing and able to see 5 years from now.
Does it ever scare you to think about the future?
It doesn't. What death scares me
How is that?
because as I'm getting older, I see a lot of people losing their lives, and I just want. It's a lot of things that I haven't done yet that I want to do before I make it there.
So what do you want most out of this life?
I want kids, you know, a little girl, a little boy. I'd be happy with either one. Um, I want a house with my name on it. Um, I've never thought about being a business owner, but I would like to have a position in a business where I'm well off.
So that's like your future plans.
Yes.
So what have the hardest experience taught you though from all that?
That it take a whole lot more energy to do the wrong thing than it does to do the right thing.
Would that be like a form of advice you can give to somebody in a similar situation?
Yes. Just avoid peer pressure. What avoid avoid other people's perceptions and try to just be your own person.
So So what's something you would tell your younger self?
Um, to stay in church, stay doing whatever you're doing that's positive, like sports. Stay away from drugs. Stay away from people that that didn't have no guidance. That's trying to lead you in a dark pathway, a dark path.
What's something you could leave with us today for next people that see this?
I think I think you have to be honest with yourself, and if you can't look in the mirror and appreciate the person you're staring at, then it's something needs to change.
All right, thank you.